First of all, welcome to our state.
Thank you very much. Great state.
Great state?
It is a great state.
All right, so you understand Eddie Rispone has had a lot of success in South Louisiana
Right.
with voters turning up for him.
Right.
Here at the top of the state, a lot of people backing Governor John Bel Edwards and also Congressman Ralph Abraham. How do you get those backers of Dr. Abraham to fall in line behind Rispone, especially given the contentious primary race?
Well, it was a tough race. It was a very close race, and Ralph is a very good friend of mine. In fact, he flew down with me, and Ralph Abraham is a special man. He's strongly behind Eddie. And I'm going to introduce Ralph tonight, a little surprise, but I'm going to introduce Ralph tonight. But he wants Eddie Rispone to win, and I want him to win. And your insurance is way too high, your taxes are way too high, your crime rate, your murder rate is #1 in the whole country. I mean, believe it or not, who would even think that? And economic development, as good as it is, it could be much better. So Eddie Rispone is a winner, and John Bel Edwards has not been a good governor.
Speaking of economic development, we're looking at 2015 when John Bel Edwards took office. He inherited a $2 billion deficit. Now we're looking at a moderate surplus. How would that look underneath Republican leadership at the state level? How does that improve upon that surplus?
Well, I mean, honestly, over the last 2 years, a lot of the states have developed tremendous surpluses, and, they're developing very much. And you're rated almost at the bottom of the pack for economic development, and we have to change that. I just opened up a big LNG plant, a $10 billion plant. And despite all of that, and we're approving other ones and other things on the federal basis, but if you had Eddie Rispone as governor, Republican, you just do much better, much, much better. But remember this, your car insurance, everyone talks about different things, but over here in Louisiana, car insurance is a disaster, and we'll get the car insurance way down.
Going back to John Bel Edwards, he's always said that he supported the office of the president, especially since taking office. And, I mean, he's described himself as pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, pro-military. In your last rally in Monroe, Louisiana, you referred to him as a radical liberal. Can you tell Abraham supporters and voters out there why he is a radical liberal?
Sure, I'll tell you exactly, because he never votes with us. There have a lot of people, especially in a state that I won by a lot. I won Louisiana by a lot. And when you hear people talking, they sound like Republicans, but they're not, because they never vote with us. So they may like me, or at least say they like me, which they probably don't, but you never see them vote with us. Whether it's the Second Amendment, which is under siege, as you know, and other things, they're not going to vote for us. I have many, many cases where we have Democrats that pretend they're Republicans. The problem is, and they talk good, but they never vote with us. And we need the votes more important than the talk.
Going to the news of the day, a sad day in California, Santa Clarita, a gunman going into a school. At least 3 people are dead. We see this headline a lot in schools, in retail establishments. How do you look at the American people and let them know that you can send your kids to school and know that they're going to be safe? You can go shopping and know you're going to be safe. What can you say to them?
It's a tremendous problem, and it's elsewhere too, but it's a tremendous problem, and it is a very big mental health problem. We always have to protect our Second Amendment. You understand that. But if you look at what's going on with the Democrats, they're not doing anything. They're not doing the USMCA, which is the big trade deal between Mexico, Canada, and the United States. They're not doing anything. All they do is the impeachment nonsense, and everyone knows it's nonsense, and it's even polling like it's nonsense, and they got blown away yesterday. And that's all they think about. It's so bad for our country. So when we talk about having meetings on gun violence or anything else, they're not there. They are doing nothing. It was a big story in the Wall Street Journal today about Nancy Pelosi. She's getting nothing done as Speaker.
All right, we're going to end this on the lightest note possible. Okay. All right, I'm going to act like I know a
This is
lot
gonna be the
about football.
one.
It is going to be the toughest one. Okay, so this past weekend, you went to the LSU-Bama game.
I did.
It's a historic rivalry. What was your takeaway? What was the best thing about that?
Well, I thought it was a great game. It looked like a blowout, and then LSU sort of started to lose it a little bit, and then they got back. In the end, when it counted, they came back. I think you have a great quarterback, and I think you have a great team, and you're rated #1 right now. So maybe I was lucky for Louisiana, but you're rated #1 in the country right now. Alabama's a great team, always a great team. But LSU took the game, and your quarterback is fantastic, and some other players are fantastic, but he seems to be a real standout. I think he's going to be tremendous in the NFL.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Great to meet you. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.